Hello, this is Distracted Lord, and welcome to the first episode of my I Build Your Silly stuff. And so, first I should probably say that in this series, I'm going to try and do everything without using any building mods. I, of course, have levitation mod just because it's annoying to not be able to do this, and this, and fly. Because flying in creative mode is kind of a necessity, and it's not in vanilla, so I just use that mod, and it doesn't help with building, so it should all be fine. So, I mean, I often play with mods, but I think I should probably think without mods for once, and so, right, let's get into it. So the first suggestion comes from Tristan Goodall, and he says that I should build a car that turns using only thrusters. So I'm thinking I need nice big chunky wheels and thrusters. And yeah, don't quite know where I'm gonna start. Also, helps have a lift. Lift is useful. And what block? Just thinking I should build it out of maintenance ship block because it looks cool, and for some reason the exit sign is part of maintenance ship. Because if I search maintenance, you get maintenance ship block, maintenance ship door, and exit sign. Because maintenance ship is part of the word exit sign. Who knows why it does that? But anyway, let's start building. So I have built a nice frame, and the thrusters are here, and of course the all-important steering mechanism. Because when I sit in here and do this, it does that. And turns ever so slightly. I have gone into some stuff. I might want to give it an engine because currently it can't stop, and I'm going to need to turn the thrusters up higher because it can't turn. But steering mechanism and nice big red wheels because the whole car's red. So after some fine tuning of thrusters and giving it an engine so that it can actually stop, I have come up with a solution, and it's quite easy to drive until you hit a bump, because if I'm steering and I go over a bump, I just go round in circles, because it does that in the air. It can like turn in the air and then get stuck on trees, and then I'm stuck and have problems. But other than its kind of miserable all-terrain driving and tendency to get stuck in trees and then be stuck in trees because its turning capabilities are not great. Yep, I've just proved it's not an ATV. But let's go get on with the next vehicle. So the next suggestion comes from Iceberg UK 67 blank, who says to build a hovercraft with a crane on top of it. Now this is probably going to take a bit longer than the steering car, and what to build it out of? The usual question, what do you build it out of? I'm thinking light blocks like wood, barrier, of course it's got to have lights on it, and thrusters, sensors, things to make it hover, and this will probably be quite complicated. So I have a basic framework here, a probably completely broken thing that detects is just got some bearings in here, and hopefully it'll work. This switch here, oh, it's a gyro sensor. This one here goes here and just has these thrusters, which should hopefully make it hover. This one connects to these ones, which should hopefully make it go up, and then these things connect over to those thrusters to hopefully make it not fall over, and up. Gonna work. Come on. I need it to tip. Come on, tip a little. Come on. Really? Come on, just like let me test it. come on, I need to be able to test it. And it's really just bouncing around. But I'm sliding off, so one with... Oh no, we're tipping, and my sensors aren't detecting it yet. Come on, just work, let me test you. Just floor it? It's just booty too much. Maybe that'll work. Hit it! Come on! I want to test, how about, no. Did that do anything? What? No, it's broken. It's absolutely broken. Well, it landed. It landed. It's not completely broken. It's just very broken. So, that idea didn't work very well. So, I sort of went a bit back to the drawing board, and, well, the reason it didn't work is because physics. Just physics. Physics say it doesn't work. So, but I've got these though. And if I, not there, stick some sensors, no, not that, no, there, and here, no, not there, and just do this, then, ta-da, magic, now it should make itself hover. So I've wired it up, and now let's see if it works. Right, that works, and if I can turn it on, yeah, that works. No, it's flying away. Yeah, that's a problem. Ah, but it's working. It hovers. Kinda. Although it's sort of falling. Okay. It's slowly falling. I might just turn it down one more. Okay, that was not a good mistake. I probably have to turn these up. And hopefully, if I do that on all of them, it'll be a bit more balanced. And is it? Oh, I need to turn it on, don't I? On. Yeah, I might want to increase the sensors range, because it's not hovering very high. I mean, it's hovering, just not very high. So, let's turn these up. Now, that's what I want to see. It hovers neatly. When it, like, if I turn this off, and then turn it on again, it sort of goes up quite high, and then they cut out, and then it does this, and it takes it a moment to start up and start hovering, but then it just hovers and leaves these lovely areas of dust. However, currently it's just like a giant wobbly hoverboard that doesn't go anywhere, so I'm going to need movement thrusters. So if I put him down here and stick some thrusters on. So I have got in some thrusters and the buttons to activate them, and I had to make it not diamond block wide just so it could be centered, because that otherwise it would annoy me if it wasn't centered. I might need to fine tune these, but let's find out if this works. Okay, and on. Yeah, going up very slow. And up and off and on and up, and we are hovering. Right, now can it? Now does this movement though? Yes, that is perfect. Although these probably could do with being one higher. And before it starts flying off into nowhere, there is now some decoration around here, and I've fixed up some of the thrusters. I'll probably have to completely retune it when I build the crane on top, and its control panel's going to have to go. But for now, it flies around, and it's just really, it's actually quite fun to fly around. Until you hit a tree or a post, and then it goes a bit wonky, and then it fixes itself. However, it does have one problem. Okay, that's another problem. Yep, you have to make sure you press the right button. I will at some point get a better control panel, and currently it's sliding backwards, and that's kind of one of its problems. So its problem is, if I fly it towards, So if you just look here, I'm flying towards this, and I reach it and I do this. And I almost fall off, and I slide over there, and it wobbles around like this. And I think the reason it does that is because the sensors point down in relation to it. Because what they really need to do is point just down, but I don't quite know how to do that without having them on massive, fancy things, and I don't know how I would do that stuff. So I think I'm just gonna sort of ignore that for now, and build the crane on top of it. And finally, silence. So this whole control panel here is going to need to go. Oh, the white blocks is master center. And let's make some nice stuff. So I have now got in the basic bit of the crane, and when I flick this switch, it opens the doors. I can get in it, and let's actually zoom out. And I can shut the doors. My might not slow them down because they're quite fast. But if you look, actually, no, look. Here, magic hinges. Haha, magic hinges. Basically, all that means is that the door then doesn't invade into the space in which you need to get into the seat. Not so important here as it is in other cases, but it's quite cool. And then, if you can't, well, you can't tell, but if you look down there, you see that block wiggling around? I can't move the camera. Let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna do this. This is just like, there you go. See this block? Yeah, that's connected to this thing, and those sensors connect to these engines just here, which then connect to one of them connects to a bearing underneath that block underneath where I'm sitting on, and the other one connects just above it, so it makes me spin. It doesn't always like spinning. Sometimes it's a bit funky. It generally works, and I can stop, and I can ping the doors open really magically, and get dizzy, and this, yeah, it's gonna slow it down a bit, so that it's not, yeah, that's better, yeah, maybe one faster, because it was just totally ridiculous. Not that one, this one, there you go. Now, is this better? Yeah, that's better. Now it's not ridiculously slow or fast. Now all I need to do is build a nice big crane arm. Well, it is done now, and I was going to film it hovering here, but it decided it had better ideas. So over here, it's bouncing around, and if you could just stand still, right? No, missed entirely. And will it get on? Yes. No, yes, no. It's like awful boat. This is just press the and then the door doesn't open. Well, at least it opens both at once. Go and see. Right. And turn you off. There we go. Now you should be able to see. Look, so that one, 2 is those, 3 is that one, 4 is that one, 5 is that one. Then 6 does this. 7 is the front arm up. 8 is that bit down. 9 is that up, and 0 is that down. Then you can press 6 again to retract it, and also shut the arm. No, I'm bad at controlling this. I don't know whether. No, there's no sensible way of getting out other than doing that. But if you look here, there's just some piles of stuff and crates and nice bath, because lol. Oh, baths are so funny. There's just some nice things dotted around in here. It's a nice mess of wiring, because there's a whole load of wiring on there and in here, and the whole goes in here. And of course you need antennae, because nothing is complete without an antennae. So there we have it. I hope this was what you were intending me to build. If it isn't, then I have wasted hours of my life. But it's fun to build, horrible to try and drive. Yeah, it required way too much fine tuning. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you liked, subscribe, like, yeah, all of that jazzy stuff. Don't forget to leave a comment, and thank you for watching.